Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm still in Colorado. You can see we still have snow on the ground, and it's been a really nice day. It was almost 60 degrees today, so I'm still, I'm trying to get some things done as much as possible with my parents. So they also like gardening, and I have few things that I wanted to do in the garden today, so I thought I can do a video. And I'm sorry, there's the sun glaring, so I'm going to put my sunglasses on, but if we wait for the sun to go down, it's actually going to get cold, so I really don't want to wait for the sun to go down. So thanks for hanging in there with me on this. Anyway, today I'm going to make some homemade bird food, and I already mixed everything together. I'm going to tell you exactly what I mixed and how I'm doing this. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start Caladiums bulbs. I'm going to start them at the house because many of you know, and I've talked about this before, in Colorado we have a really short growing time, and so we have to start everything at the house as much as possible and then get them outside. Otherwise we are not going to have enough time for them to really start growing and enjoy the time while they're in a bloom. So a lot of the things I'm going to do ahead of time, and while I'm here helping mom and dad, I think I'm going to start with with all of this with them, and hopefully they will enjoy planting them after I leave. And my time is coming up close to leave to go back to France. So I'm actually excited, and I'm kind of melancholy about it because I will miss my family and friends, but I'm really excited to go see what's happening in my garden. I've left my garden it feels like so long ago. I bet all the tulips are out. I really have no idea. I am very excited to go and start working in the garden and see what's going on and what's blooming. I know the camellias are probably blooming and some other stuff, but anyway, let's get going. What we have to do today. So I'm going to put my sunglasses on. So right here, what I've made is a homemade bird food, and I used peanut butter, which is, I brought everything here so I can show you. This is what it looks like. I added just a little extra seeds just because I think it would be helpful for the birds to just kind of pick through it a little better. But what I have is a crunchy peanut butter, rolled oats, and I have sun-dried raisins. This one is like a snacks, but you can have cherries or dried cranberries, or you can mix them together. And then I have sunflower seeds. Oops, I opened it wrong way, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I have sunflower seeds. So I used half a cup of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of rolled oats, 1/4 cup of raisins, 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. And this is what I have right here. And it smells really good too. So I'm going to, so here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill the bird food into the orange peels. So what I did is I went ahead and took all the oranges from the inside. I emptied it out, and we can use them on the salads and on some other ways we can have them. And then I'm going to hang them on this beautiful, and I think these are Colorado blue spruces. I'm not exactly sure because I think when we bought this house, the trees were already here. So I'm not exactly sure what kind of trees they are, but I think they might be Colorado blue spruce of some variety. And so, and here, these trees are really beautiful, and we look through the window from the kitchen directly to these trees. So I'm going to try to hang them where we can see through our kitchen window. So there is a couple of ways to do this, and I will show you. This is what I made, which is, you don't have to do something like this, and because there is much easier way to do it. But I just had the time, and I went ahead and weaved something like this from just the wire, and I thought it would be really cool because I will set the oranges here, and birds can sit around it, and they can have some food here. I can show you how to do it a little easier way as well. So for example, what you can do is take two little bamboo shoots here, and let's see. Like that. And then one like that. Okay. So I have garden twines. You can use all kinds of different ones. It doesn't really matter which ones you use. This one's, I have this variety at home, so I'm going to use this kind. So I'm going to tie them. So I have 4 twines. Okay, so I tied 4 twines, just like that. And on the end, I'm going to tie them together. Make sure it's straight. And this is a really fun and great project to do with the kids, especially when they're home and kind of bored and, you're not sure what to do with them sometimes. You can do a project like this. This is lots of fun. So I take a little bit of the bird food, stuff them in an orange like that. Okay. And then you can go ahead and hang this on the tree. And it's really fun because the birds can stand on the sides like this, and there we go. Okay, and there you have it. This is a simple way to do it. And then I have this one that I made, and I thought, my parents can use them. It's not complicated. I just had the time to fix that. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to make to fill the rest of the oranges. I have 2 more here, and I'm going to do 2 at the same time, just so I have both filled the right way, right amount. This is such a fun project to do some things like that. And I know it's a small thing, but right now there's not much going on with the garden, especially here in Colorado. We just keep waiting and waiting, and I think on and off we will have snow probably all through the May, or at least until the end of the May. So it's really very unpredictable weather, and there's not much you can really do until we know for sure that we are not going to have any more frost here. Okay, is full and ready. Okay, so I'm going to try to attempt to squeeze these oranges inside of these guys. One. This one's a little easier. Okay, here we go. And then this one, maybe I'll just hang it right here. Like that. Not fun. I probably will come back and get on a ladder and probably get up a little higher to hang this, but you can get the idea of what they look like. Isn't this fun? It's really fun, and they can even stand here or on the sides, mostly here. So I can't wait to see how this goes. It's kind of a fun project to, as I said, especially with the kids. It's really fun to do this kind of things. So here you go, just a homemade bird food. And then now what I'm going to do is start my caladiums. Caladiums are, as probably many of you guys know, they are tropical, and so we have to wait until the soil temperature is really warm before we plant them into the garden. But they're such lovely plants. They're beautiful, and they come with, there's so many varieties of the caladium nowadays. It's hard to choose. So this particular one called Summer Breeze. Yeah, Caladium Summer Breeze, and it has a gorgeous, kind of has green edges on the leaves, and then has this beautiful red or dark raspberry veins that go through it, and they look really, really pretty. So I thought it would be fun for my parents to plant in the this spring, maybe the end of May. Hopefully, that's when they probably will be able to put them into the ground. But at the same time, I can just go ahead and start at the house and see how it goes. And for the caladiums, I have soil here, so I have a couple of pots that I'm going to put the soil in. So I think I'm going to start with the 3 so you can see it, and the rest of I will do later. So first what I'm going to do is fill up the pot about halfway. Caladiums needs to be covered about, they need to be under about 2.5 inches of soil. And I am going, when I get home, I'm going to order some for myself as well in France. I can't take plants with me from the US. It's so tempting. There's so many beautiful plants at the garden center right now because the spring is just hitting, but I can't take any plants. So, but I am going to order for myself as well. So you probably will see me doing some videos at home, starting the caladiums. In France it's already warm, so I'm going to probably just directly plant them into the ground. But here we are going to plant. So let me see what these beautiful bulbs look like here. So we have one right there. Looks like they're kind of small, as you can see. I don't see any growth coming out. Looks like this is the bottom. So I'm going to plant like that. So always make sure to examine to see how it goes, and I think this is the way it needs to go. Okay, and always try make sure to use a really good soil. Sometimes I know it's pain, but it really definitely makes a very big difference when you use a good soil. Then it guarantees that your plants will come out and start growing well and have a good start. So it looks like it might be. Okay, I think it's gonna go like that. Okay, and I don't see any growth yet, so all we need to do is just cover the bulbs or tubers or about 2 to 2.5 inch of soil. That. Okay. Okay. And I think this is good. So at home, I'm going to keep them under the light. I read a lot about it to try to understand, and it seemed like everybody was very happy with their results when they put this under the light at the house. They had a good start with them. So that I think that's what I'm going to do. And and then before I finish, I really wanted to show you the tomatoes that we started. So I will be right back. Take a look at these tomatoes. I'm so excited. My parents and we've been busy. So we started a ton of tomatoes. and actually we had a whole packet. We started the whole packet and everything grew amazing. It was so awesome. We were so excited. So we have maybe 3 or 4 of these containers. Look how many is in there. It's crazy. These guys looking so good. I'm so happy with them. And obviously their garden is really small. I don't know where they're going all to plant, but I know they have lots of neighbors and friends that they will probably end up giving a lot of them and bless them, bless everybody else with these gorgeous tomatoes. These are Bull's Heart tomatoes. They get quite large, and we will pop the picture if you guys are not familiar with this variety. We have a lot. It's very common to have this in France and also in Armenia. I was familiar with them since Armenia. So they're absolutely tasty, and the pulp of the tomato is very compact. Also, it has few seeds, and so it's very delicious. It's one of my family favorite. They do have a heart shape, and they get quite large, so they definitely need support. But I mean, look at this; it's looking really good. So and we started early, just like I think we are maybe a little too early, but at least they will be nice size when my parents are ready to plant in the garden. That way they will be able to, by September, hopefully start picking up the fruit from these tomatoes, from these tomato bushes, because or tomato plants, because as I said, in Colorado we have a really short growing season, and a lot of times they just don't have enough time to ripen, and so that's why we went ahead and had a jump start with all of the planting the tomatoes. Anyway, guys, this is all for today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.